Alright, here we go. Support the circle of help. Yeah, it definitely has... I mean, if you're gonna emulate something, you might as well emulate, like, the biggest game out there, right? Like, when this game came out, Final Fantasy VII was still reigning king, so... In terms of, like, the RPG to emulate. Crave Entertainment. Or if we get any sort of any sort of like video that plays if you just leave it here at the intro screen. Well, I know there is music in Whale's Voyage, but only in the Amiga version. The Amiga CD32, it's like they removed the music from the thing. They probably intended to put some CD tracks in there. They just never did. But if you actually play the Amiga version versus the Amiga CD32, the original Amiga version or the DOS version, there definitely is music. It's just it was removed from the Amiga CD32 version. I think because they planned to do CD audio and they just ended up not doing it. No, nothing happens at the intro screen. Alright. Usually would have kicked in by now. Let's see what kind of options we have. Might as well start the timer. Timer is synced. Alright. Game options. The difficulty normal, difficult, easy. Of those, I'll put it on normal, I guess. DualShock. So DualShock on. Yeah. There we go. Special font. What do you guys like? The non-special font or the special font? There will be death. There will be death. Eat this in the weekend. We'll see if I can change that later. We'll see how readable the text is and change it afterwards. We've got a fancy BU meter and everything. We went all out with this stuff. Yeah, it probably will be. We'll see how the text actually is in game. Alright guys, make sure to adjust your TV's contrast. Quest. Turbo is R1, so turbo mode. Map. Some credits. Alright, game over. That was the fastest game ever. GG. That image. Alright. You can watch that one, she actually beat the game. There's the font for each character. And that could actually be useful in some ways, that we can easily identify the character speaking. Alright. Let's do this. Let's see how high quality this game is going to be. Oh god. The characters. Well, they're trying to emulate Final Fantasy VII. It's, first way to do that is to make even worse character models in Final Fantasy VII. Hey, these cats are pretty hip tonight. You gonna take a turn on stage? Yeah, not much for poetry, especially bad poetry. That's still pretty readable. It's okay, I like to just hang out for a while. Yeah, sure, no sweat. It totally looks like Cloud. Say, weren't you with that group that came in from the homelands? Oh yeah? Yes. Tough luck. Not much left here, from what I hear. Ashes, melted stuff, that's about it. Everyone's dead. Kirk's blood. Why don't you go crash somewhere? You must be exhausted. Can't sleep. Look like death eating a cracker. Hey, no insult intended. I'm just trying to help. Look like death eating a cracker. Help someone else. I just want to be left alone. I just want to understand. Understand what? Everything, this whole day. 1 minute my life was normal, and then... Go on. Then everything went haywire. I shouldn't be here. In Caroline, talking to you. So, when did the dung hit the fan? This morning. It all started this morning. I spent the night in the forest, after an argument with my stepdad. We almost killed each other the night before. It's been like that for a while. Anyway, I'd made up my mind to become a crewman on the Slytherin frigate. I was on my way back to say goodbye to Mom when... It was 10 times worse? I don't know. I played Monster Seed. Some high-quality FMVs. Yep. They're totally trying to emulate Final Fantasy VII. Like, this is... It already looks like they're trying to do the Final Fantasy VII, like, hey, you know, got FMV stuff with, like, some really, really blocky polygonal characters. Yeah, they definitely do. Wow, some really crappy FMVs. When the characters in the FMVs look worse than the characters in in-game characters in some of the games we played up to this point. Yeah, I've never really heard anything about this game either before. Shadow Madness. FMV, man. Just cuts. Battle time, I guess. Wow, yeah. They're clearly going for Final Fantasy VII, except a lot worse looking. Oh, is this like... Yeah, it's definitely an active time battle system, too. Except everything looks worse than Final Fantasy VII. Aggressive. Not sure what the graphs of those, but that's why it goes for like a stronger attack but has a better chance of missing or something. On a Darrow route. Young man. Help! Anyone hear me? This can't be happening. What was that thing anyway? Right out of a nightmare. If I hadn't found that sword. Should have never taken off last night without telling Mom. Maybe she made it out with Uncle Tare, or Aunt Tare, and Uncle Ron. This makes no sense. Crazy. A hit to the head must have jumbled my brains. Yeah, I know, right? Gotta check the rest of town. There must be some survivors. Please, please, let me find someone. Over here, help, help! Mrs. Carrig. Mrs. Carre? You alright? Did you see what happened? See, there's materia up there. You gotta go grab the materia. It's shining or glitching out or something. You're Ariane's boy, aren't you? In that portrait. Yes, ma'am, I'm... Alright now, buddy. You have a great night. Quick, what's my name? Stinger, sure. Name is Stinger. I'm Stinger. Burning! My house, my letters, my pictures, my kitchen! My family! Ah! He's in shock or something. I gotta keep going. I'll be back, Mrs. Kara. You stay put, okay? I'll bring some help. Hey, kid. You're gonna help watching you fight that thing. You're gonna end up bleeding before you even know it. You want some tips for staying alive in battle? Sure. I used to be a gunner in the Armada. The commander taught me a lot. I still remember like it was yesterday. Snoop Doggy Dog, yeah. Fighting is a filthy habit, but sometimes necessary. First, you can avoid battle by pressing and holding the L2 and R2 buttons at the sound of a monster's voice. Alright, so there's like timed defense. Hey, it's not my fault. It's better character portraits than like Monster Seed. At least this one they're hand drawn. Sure, they're not exactly well drawn, but at least they're hand drawn. If I'm correctly, you'll hit the ground and dodge the attack. Resume request for releasing these buttons and continuing on your way. Like to learn more about the art of war? Sure. Remember this, you must navigate through the battle menus using L1, L2, R1, R2 buttons. You can flee from most battles by selecting the flee from the L2 button menu. If you want to fight, you must first engage an enemy. Once you have engaged an enemy, when the enemy has engaged you, your battle menu appears. Normal or aggressive attacks are your best bets if you're not a magic user. Stop the action button quickly just before striking your enemy to double the damage. Timing is everything. Great. Timing-based attacks. You can select the items from the R1 menu to rejuvenate yourself. You meet and travel with a magic user. You can view his or her magic menu by pressing the R2 button. Learn these lessons well. You must survive. Yep, I am definitely a masochist. I'm out of here. Should get a move on too. Nothing's left to see anyway. What a shame. I don't know, there's a materia up here. I swear the materia keeps like glitching out. It's like every once in a while it's like a weird little... Okay, so when I heard that scream I should have pressed the L2 and R2 button. I could have dodged it. Dodged the attack. I guess that's what it meant. Hey team, you played this game? Lucky you. Picked up Key's nuts. Oh, Key better get these back. God, this menu system is ugly as hell, but whatever. Stinger is fine. It's a fine young man. Where do I go to my items menu? Oh. Different buttons for different menus. There's square for item menus, there's triangle for like equipped, there's circle for cast spell. Why can't they just put that on one button? I don't think I've ever found a game that... I've played games where people like, you know, going into it, they're like, oh man, you know, this game's gonna be crap and that, and they weren't too bad, you know, they were enjoyable games, but I don't think I've ever played anything that nobody's ever heard of that was good. I mean, like one console that nobody's really ever heard of was like the Amiga CD32, but there's nothing good on that system, so So that could have been like, there might have been like a diamond in the rough or like a hidden gem on that console, but no. But for any of the other main consoles, like, I don't think it would be any games that nobody's heard of, or nobody's really seen much of. Even like the ones I've never really heard anything about. Whenever I start playing them, there's always people that come into the chat. It's like, oh yeah, I remember this when I was a kid, kind of thing. Like Monster Siege was probably the last game that had. I don't think there's many people that came in saying, hey, yeah, you know, I remember this game. The Jaguar, yeah. Restores 1 HP, wow. You got 28 free slots. Oh. Few things I can recognize are going up in smoke. The goods are the gods wanted to punish us. Erase all memory of this place for the people who lived here. Aha, it worked. Dodge the combat. You can like dodge all the combat if you want. Well, probably not all of it, but I mean. I have to fold my laundry. Please leave me alone. Every time you bump into the wall, the controller vibrates. It's really weird. Kind of interesting. You can dodge the combat like that. It's kind of a neat little idea. Dodge all the combat, all of it. Yeah, it's really weird, like having this tactile feedback when you run into a wall. You get like your controller just like vibrates just a bit when you like bump into the wall. It's surprising that many like games do that. Vicious she is, Lady Luck. Bad attitude. All my mates beneath the waves. So level 1 locked. You want instructions. You have to pick locks. Sure. You'll see 4 sequences of lockpick moves. With each sequence stops, you must repeat it. The higher the lock level, the longer the sequence will be. Directional buttons will move the left pick, and the buttons move the right pick. Simon. What else Simon says? Picking locks is gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? You have 5 Dirks and a Furin tonic. Is Dirks like something I can throw in battle? That's projectiles. I'm assuming I throw those in battle. Yeah, that lockpick thing, I could see that getting annoying. I didn't even realize it was a chest. I was just like, came over here, I clicked X to look at the ocean, and it's like, oh, there's a chest. That chest really kind of blends right in. So far it's got some neat ideas. Like, okay, like the presentation is obviously a little subpar, but I mean, the whole, you know, ducking down to, you know, dodge and attack kind of thing is a neat idea. The lockpick thing will probably get annoying, but shouldn't have left town last night. Maybe I could have done something. Could have helped somehow. So confusing. Can't tell where I am. Can't even recognize my own house. Hey, mister. Who are you? What are you doing? Gold. Nails. Death cheat. Oh, we found the death cheat. We're gonna use that over and over. Nils, nothing special. Thanks. Restores to life. Okay, so it's a phoenix down. Image seems to radiate from here. Must have been the first place hit. Still feels hot. That seems dangerous. Makes me feel sick to my stomach. Gotta get away from here. Yeah. You're not gonna have kids anymore, sorry. Alright, again, this menu system's gonna get annoying. That's one thing right now. 3 different buttons for menus. I'd rather have one button than, like, you know, scroll down to the option than having 3 separate buttons. Zipbot's like, nah. Zipbot's on my side, ha ha ha. Might as well do some of these fights to get some experience, actually. Stop dodging them. Is there like a status screen of any kind? Alright, here. Select will bring up your main menu, I guess. Quest items, none. Point man, I guess that's when you have a party. There's no status option anywhere. Annoying. Equipped. I guess you have to go to equipped and you can see your stats. Your lockpick is level 1, next in 516 experience. That almost sounded like Final Fantasy VII boss. Oh, jeez. Looks bigger than the other ones? Oh, it's okay. Same size. Get that double hit in. Plus 42 experience. Step out in that crater. Yep, meteor just landed. I was blown right off of my ship into the pit here. I reckon the rest of the crew went down with the boat. Poor Saps, he ain't never seen anything this beautiful. I think it's alive. Well, I don't know if I call that beautiful. I know, right? Yep, sure is beautiful. A lot of stuff alive in there. Life is precious, so they say. I guess the pink glow is like places you can go into. It's like the middle of the night. Can't be. It was just daybreak when I got back. Happened so fast. Caught everyone off guard. That thing floating there, draining the life out of everything. Oops. Blacksmith shop. Does he have a weapon in his shop? Yep. Neo Geo and Game Boy Color. Got our first, I guess our second of the Megami Tensei series. First one being Persona. When in Kerrig's name could do this much damage? If it comes back, I've got to get out of here. Now, if there's chests, it's gonna be really hard to spot the chests in this game. Oh yeah, definitely. Like this game is clearly trying to bank in on the popularity of Final Fantasy VII. I mean, this game feels like a budget Final Fantasy VII. Like everything about it, pre-rendered backgrounds with like the low polygon count things, the battle system. It's like active time battle system, just like Final Fantasy. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you start getting materia. Hey, you stop! Come back here. Or some magic balls, they probably call them in this game. Whoever you are, I know you're here. Come on now, you're dead meat. Contrast really sucks though. Like everything is like super dark. What do you think you are, threatening someone like that? It's the chick from Beyond Good and Evil. Don't even look like you could back it up. I live in this town. At least I used to. And yes, I can, if I have to. Someone sure wanted this town to disappear off from the map. You know what happened? Not really. I just came back in time to see the place get demolished. Yep, Jade, that's her name. Happened almost instantly. I came from a friend clan. Looks even worse there. I was hoping I can find some help, but seems to be in short supply. What's your name, anyway? Windleaf? Sure. Windleaf. I don't know about you, Windleaf, but I'm not sure if we're lucky to be alive or not. I don't understand what's going on either. But for some reason, you and I were chosen to survive. We just need to find that reason. That's easy enough. We're alive so the nightmarish creatures prowling around here can have a fresh supply of meat. You've already given up, haven't you? I'm not sure what I think right now. Hey, why not? I should probably be on my way. On your way to where? Carillon? Carillon? Hardly. It will take forever to get there. I guess I'll try to make it to Fort... Where do they have these weird names? Fort Celeste and Bardley Grove. Maybe the soldiers can help us sift through the ruins here, and an inn clan. I'll come with you if it's okay. You need to fetch some help. Suit yourself. But let's leave now. The smoke around here is making me gag. Suddenly, if I join the party. Hooray! She got a bow. She does have magic. Steal for 70. Defense rating up. Hurls a fireball of pure dragon essence. Summons a great and fiery bird of prey. Affects all targets. Really be hiding stuff. Not done with this place. Get back there. Oh, they definitely got lazy with the map for Final Fantasy VII. It's just literally they're walking around on a map. Like, we can't do a 3D map. It's too complicated. Just make a map and have them. Whoop. It's up to the Port Lochine General Dry Goods store. I guess the goods are really dry now. A little too dry. Nice verse. I wonder if you can like dodge like every fight in the game just by doing this, except for, you know, probably the obvious boss fights and that. It'd be hilarious to get the boss with like without one encounter and just get murdered, absolutely destroyed. Wait, how did we get back here? Is this like another crater, or no? It's the same crater. We just went around in this big circle, I guess. But one definite complaint so far is everything's just a little too dark, so it's kind of hard to see stuff on the screens. Maybe it's just this one place, but... Alright, where are we now? Get rid of that little flashing dot. It's hard not to do this, but I kind of need to get some experience here. I gotta, like, not do that too often. Mountain Pass. Icon of the Twins. Legend has it these two wandered away from their village in the dead of night. Found next morning, there was little left of them except for smoking ashes and the outlines of two children. That's brutal. Each person gets a different experience. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's unique, I guess. Actually, it looks like an actual canvas map with texture and everything. I know, right? Little graphing paper. We'll never get to use it again. Sniff. I'm sure there's gonna be some games down the road that still do the whole like dungeon crawling thing with like maybe not easy access to maps kind of thing. Wait a second. What's wrong? Did you hear something? Yeah, nothing like that. I just had an idea. Yes, I suppose that might startle you. Hardy har har. No, a friend of mine, Muggins, lives near here. I see. Would you like to check on her? Muggins is a he, and yeah, I would. Who would assume that Muggins is a name for a woman? Sounds like a very masculine name. You might be able to help out. He's a tough old sod. You can use all the help we can get. Lead the way. What the? Stay back, Windleaf. It's one of those gadgeteer robots. And it's killed Muggins! Get ready to die, machine! Wait, Stinger. I think I've seen this robot somewhere before. It's a gadgeteer mercenary. Kirk's blood. Get ready for the fight of your life. Stinger, I hate to disappoint you, but this is a farming robot. You couldn't have killed this person. Besides, I think it's broken or something. We'll see about that. Hey, you there. What are you doing here? That corpse with, like, the weird, fake-looking blood. You're from Barley Grove, right? I've seen you out in the fields. Weaponized chess? Yes. It'd be like Star Wars chess. This is stupid. We must be losing our minds to a busted robot. Check on Muggins. I'll push this dung heap off in the corner. Yeah, it's a pretty common thing in a lot of dungeon crawler games. Like you don't. Some of them don't necessarily have an always-on minimap, but you might use a little bit of mana. I mean, Wizardry did that. Do not. It's gonna kill us. Touch me again. Why didn't you answer us before? was evaluating your status, friend or foe. Of course we're friends. If you are lying, I will defend. There will be death. Death? Whoa, time out. I wasn't trying to hurt you. If you don't believe me, then, well, take your best shot. Hoe us to death or something. Oh, you are in error. I wield the scythe, tool designed to expedite the reaping process. Reaping process? As in the Grim Reaper? Correct. I am a reaper. A taker of barley, along with other grains and fruits. I am not an assassin. I'm an Ironworks multi-purpose agricultural labor robot. Harvester Series Mark V. What are you doing here? I was in the fields when Barley Grove was attacked. Before he died, my owner ordered me to seek aid. I complied. I came here. You arrived. That is all. You're kidding, right? That part about Fort Kellist being under siege? The fort had sustained significant damage by the time I left Barley Grove. My lands were scorched. Crops burned. An unknown entity was attacking. I'd used mystic forces to wreak havoc. That sounds awfully familiar. Enough talk. I was instructed to seek aid. I have found it. You will come to Barley Grove. Huh? Since when do we have to follow the demands of a farm robot? Relax, Stinger. Run our way there anyways. There's safety in numbers. We'll go with you, robot. Oh, alright. It's a plan. We'll all go to Barley Grove. Great. Are you ready to go, robot? Yes? Just thinking. Ironworks multi-purpose agricultural labor robot. It's a little long for a name. Impaler? I understand. In Barley Grove, I am known as... Heart 5? Sure. Heart 5! That's a wonderful name. For Robot Bumpkin, that is. Stinger, we're all on the same side now, okay? Yeah, you're right. Let's get out of here. Just like casually walk over this guy's entrails and stomp over him for a little bit. Oh, this is bad. What could have happened to him? It's not natural. Is he wearing a skirt? The book, read it. No, I don't want to read the book. Day Trips from Caerleon, the Homelands. By Louis Hiberk. Society Editor, Caerleon Press. All rights reserved. Chapter 1, Gateway to the World, Port Locking. Known as the Jewel of the Southern Coast, this beautiful and peaceful port town is the gateway to Siltheria and beyond. Children laugh and play in the marketplace as you make your way past the stalls heaped with goods from all over the world. Sample exotic and tasty treats in the stalls and restaurants all over town. In particular, I recommend the dish of caramelized globe fruit from the deep forest sea, which you can order in any restaurant. Try Danders by the Sea, or Mirajals on Bay Avenue for great views and top-notch service. Be sure to stop by the many dry goods and the other stores around the port to find great value in clothing and equipment, including ropes, cookware, maps, and fittings. Cross and Hatchet Antiques is not to be missed with its huge warehouse of furniture and household artifacts from the world over. Reading? How much is this, is there? Chapter 2, Inclan, Living Past. Spend time in Inclan is to travel back in time to a simpler, quieter existence. I spent a week there. The famous Inclan Niam Inn was pampered every step of the way. The rooms were quiet and grand, and the food, featuring game from the surrounding areas, was exquisite. I spent many a quiet afternoon sitting and chatting with the townsfolk, who often invited me for a meal afterward. Like the countryside, slip into a bubbling hot spring, or swim in a crystal-clear mineral pool at the foot of this hillside berg. Experience serenity in this lifetime. Sure. Barley Reef beckons. Country life, farms, and bucolic charm massage your frayed nerves as you relax in Barley Grove. I arrived at the harvest time as fibrous plants were being scythed. baled and stacked for the rope factories in Port Lockane. One surprise was the Gadgeteer-built agricultural robot that was tending a large spread. I worked tirelessly from morning to night, and I got used to seeing it out of my inn window. If only we could all be so productive. Gadgeteer technology seems to have growing presence even in the most rustic of Arcosian landscapes. Strider wonders if this technology is really for the better. At any rate, see the real part of the grove now, before it's gone. New chapter says there. Forest Grove just passing through. For those of you who have plenty of intestinal fortitude, make your brief stop at Forest Grove on your tour of their homelands. Nicknamed the Show Me Town of Arcos, this small hamlet offers a glimpse of country living at its worst. Show Me Town is the red light district. Yeah, 1999, like 98 was fairly long, 99 is longer. I think 2000 is even longer. I mean, compared to 1997 had 7 games in total. But, you know, Final Fantasy VII, of course, was one of them, so who was going to compete against that? You might be invited for a sour aid and some conversation. I'll be surprised if you're invited to leave instead. You know people come here just to see how rudely they might be treated. And I survived the Grove Club in Carlion. This offers folks a chance to share their tales. Brave the Grove, or romp through the stereotypes you might keep your children from. Without passing the mountain pass. So many tales exist about the Homeland's caverns that we decided to explore the region for ourselves. Collected stories from locals and investigated the many caves. Suffice it to say, you shouldn't miss a chance to meditate in these quiet havens. The pass offers the finest specimens of subterranean flora and fauna. Moss-lined and peaceful beyond belief, the caves provided my children with a safe place to play for hours on end. We kept dry while the spring rings soaked the valley floor outside. Hiking difficulty is moderate. I finished the book. Achievement unlocked. Early laundry. Forest nuts and berries. Back issues of Mountain Man Quarterly. Listen, fighting, this is no time to sleep. Studded gauntlets. It's got wood armor. Kurg's Fables by the Brothers Woods. Fine, another book. A poor woodcutter lived with his wife and 11 children in a small hovel at the edge of a forlorn forest. One day, while he was hacking away at the trunk of an ancient key tree, he heard a voice call out to him, "Chop the tree from the inside out." Thinking he was being accosted by a fool or a maniac, the woodcutter put his axe down and turned to see who was speaking. There was no one there. He picked up his axe and raised it above his head and continued his effort, when again he heard the voice, "Chop the tree from inside out." Now he was getting worried. He picked up his things and started to walk away when he noticed a rooster standing on a pile of rubbish. Thinking this was rather odd, the man approached the rooster and said, "Is it you who was talking to me?" Immediately the rooster turned into a man. The man said, "Yes, it was I. You understand my words?" Thinking about it, the man answered, "No, I thought they were stupid. I do not know how to chop wood from the inside out." Immediately the woodcutter turned to a rooster and began to pick the ground for food. Kurg, who had earlier taken the aspect of a rooster to teach a man some wisdom, just shook his head. Kurg picked up the rooster and stuffed it into a sack. "This'll fetch a few gold pieces in the market," he thought. Some people know what they know and go no further. These people are merely stepping stones for a path to enlightenment. Alright. The weird fable. Rest well, friend. You will be avenged, I swear it. Let's not go bury his corpse or anything, let's just leave it there to rot. Surprised we didn't just sleep in his bed while his body, like, festered away. Shovel. There we go, we got a shovel now. We can go dig up his his grave. Oops. Nothing special. What would these nothing special things do? Can we sort? Is there no? I guess there's no sorting option. I guess you can save just outside or probably at special save points. I keep ducking out of combat, but I do need to level up. Or to at least get some experience. Just took a big hit there. Oh, this house is like tiny. A little tiny shack. Yeah, the maps definitely aren't. Like, it's not easy to see anything on the actual pre-rendered stuff. Like, it's hard to see if there's like a path somewhere or there'd be something on the ground kind of thing. Just changes who's at the front, or if that affects combat at all. 1,000 gold, 10 barley shots, and an ether drop. 5 mana. It's a barley shot. More projectiles. I'm not sure how we're supposed to use these projectiles, but like, what is this? Like, is it a house? Like, it's kind of hard to figure out what the hell things are. Can't get the timing down in her attack. That's really how the experience system works. Like, it seems like whoever, attacks more or whatever gets more experience. Yeah, pretty much. It's like Hard 5 missed his attack, therefore he didn't get as much experience. Don't need pants. Yeah, it's easier to move around if you're not wearing any pants. I can't get the timing down for her attack. Yeah, she definitely looks like she's just wearing, like, some blue panties. It's definitely odd. Now that you mentioned it, I wasn't really looking. I was trying to concentrate on the actual combat because of, you know, the whole timing thing. But it's definitely odd. That's the exit. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's save first of all. Yep, at least we're getting a decent game for Game 200. Imagine if this game was Game 200. I mean, so far it's not terrible. There's definitely some stuff that could be better. I mean, I like the whole being able to dodge fights thing by, you know, ducking down and... It is kind of hard to see where you can and can't go with these pre-rendered backgrounds. Like, I find they're too dark. A uniform, or what's left of it. Looks like a courier, probably from Curielon. He came here looking for shelter. Ugh, big mistake. Something nasty got here first. That something may return. You should be cautious. Good idea. Keep your weapons handy. Berk jerky. Studded armor and a sentry bow. See if we get a unique background for the fight, because we're in a cave. Yeah, we get a cave background. Yes, it looks like it is. Looks like it's kind of like a tactical style. You have to get close to the enemy and then attack them. Combat's a little. I don't like the whole active time system, the way that this company does it, this game does it, I should say. Very hard to kind of keep track of everything. Man. Last Lunar was like 101, this one's 200. It's like 100 games apart, basically. I think it's going to be relatively different in terms of like the visuals. Obviously, the whole FMV things are going to be different. Music, probably like all new like voice acting and actual story as well. Apparently, is especially the second half. Apparently, is pretty different. Never played the second one yet, so it's kind of hard to compare, but it's been a long time since I played the original, so I'm not going to really remember too much of the story, but whoever does the most damage gets the most XP, so the stronger get stronger while the weaker stay weak. Gotta love those kind of experience systems. Bee Swarm and Flame Bless. Bless them with flame. Target receives temporary Fire Thorn enhancement. I don't know what the hell that does, but back in the overworld? Yep. Hey, come back! Nah. Not follow them. This looks very maze-like. Red Tom's cave? Well, he's dead. He's definitely red now. Oh boy, hope I didn't step in what I think I stepped in. Squish. Ugh, that was bad. I think I hear something. Alright, that's freaky looking. I thought they stopped delivering. Delivering? Meat, run for your life. Yahoo! Boss time. Well, I think we're supposed to be fighting this. All right. Alright, the combat, like, the speed is way too fast here, like nothing pauses. I mean, trying to use items in battle and that is just, like, good luck. I'm already not liking the combat system. Unless there's an option in menu, like, it's hard to figure out, like, who I'm targeting here. Targeting him? Yeah. It's an FMB magic. Single player MMO, yeah, pretty much, right? Can't pause anything in combat. Like, trying to do your actions is really hard when you can't you're trying to, like, keep an eye on, like, everything at once. Can't pause anything. It's like, I remember what these do. That's nice damage that just, like, one-shots you. This part here is the worst. You're trying to target a character and you don't know where you're targeting because of the camera angle. I'm trying to get the timing down. It's not going to happen. I wasted one of them because I targeted the wrong one, because it's hard to tell. There we go. Use all of it. Okay, 511. Yeah, this combat system is going to be. I'm already not enjoying the combat system, where, like, nothing pauses. You know, at least in the Final Fantasy combat system, if you have the active time, it still pauses when you're in, like, menu where you're choosing your item or your, you know, your magic. This game, nope. Everything keeps going, so you better be really fast about choosing your magic or your item, or else you're dead. Yeah, it seemed like I'm not sure if it was like an optional boss, but it's definitely some sort of boss. Poor bastard. Probably didn't see it coming. I don't know if that boss actually, you know, I didn't notice. Did it drop something? Alright, so I was guarding this stuff. Gold and Chaos Talons, whatever that is. And Good Garden Amulet. Is there any way of sorting? Got plus 10S, whatever the hell that is. Plus 5F, whatever the hell that is. Plus 5P. But S, I'm assuming, is attack, because our attack goes up by 10. Our prowess goes up by, like, 15. So, the hell's S, F, and P? Whatever it is, we'll give it to this guy. Yeah. Oh no, it was... There was an actual, like, sprite that came out and it's like, it was what, Red Tom or whatever? I forget what they called it, but I don't know. It's obviously the thing that killed, like, all these guys around here. Oops. Is there any options to, like, the combat system? No. You can turn on, like, easy. I guess you can switch difficulty any time, but to keep it on normal, but it'd be nice to have like active time battle off or something. Like these guys figured, hey, you know, Final Fantasy VII has an active time battle system, we could do it better. Yeah, no. He did much, much, much worse. Not being able to sort kind of sucks ass. Jeez, got a huge chunk of like defense. We got some really good rewards out of that battle, I guess, but life back, Bullock oil. God, like, there's so many items and like there's just no sort. Like, how's there no sorting with this many like items? Just like you can't manually sort. You're just, it's like, no, you're just gotta figure this out yourself. Source of life. Wow. Yeah, I'm pressing every button. None of them are doing anything. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun game. Which two bad games? Blaze and Blade, obviously. But Biomotor and Unitron? Haven't heard anything about that game, so that one could be bad. Yeah, this is how you like how, yeah, you know, let's just take elements from Final Fantasy VII, which is clearly their basis here, and just make it worse. Like way worse combat, way worse UI. The only interesting thing so far is the ability of dodging like random encounters by like ducking down. You hear the monster screaming, but the minor plus side. It's gonna be a long game. So you can't dodge them all, even if you duck down, still have a chance of getting an encounter. Which makes sense. If you dodge every one of them, it would suck. Can't get the timing down. The worst is trying to get the timing down when you're trying to do like 20 things at once in combat. Seb, bud, cut you off, Seb. Like, no, you've had enough waifus. Yeah, this is definitely like a budget Final Fantasy VII wannabe, like kind of cash in the Final Fantasy VII popularity kind of game. I mean, practically every way it looks like Final Fantasy VII. You know, the whole FMV and the low polygon count models, the pre-rendered backgrounds, the combat, although obviously much worse combat system. Even like special attacks, or like have like a whole FMV sequence. Hold up, this is my cousin Brink's place. I want to check on him. The roof of this domicile is defective. Will collapse within 2 seasons. There may be death. Kirk's bones, Heart 5. One more revelation like that and I'm gonna find your off switch. Brink, you in there? Yeah, gotta have the gradients. Door is locked. Huh? Locked? What the? You must be out. Oh well, let's get going. You don't understand. Brink never locks this door. I'm surprised the door even has a lock. Something's not quite right. Considering the state of affairs, this is a prudent security measure. Yeah, I've got to catch up on that one. I think I've watched a couple episodes of it. But it definitely seems interesting. Yeah, what's prudent? What's prudent can be made unprudent. Is that even a word? Hey, what do you think you're doing? I'm picking the lock. What does it look like? Yay, more lockpicking. Are the rules again? Nah. Up. The worst part is like this Simon Says thing, but with like really weird angles. I was like, is that right? Yeah, it definitely sounds like a weird concept, but it's actually an okay watch. Nothing to it. Come on. Wait, you want us to go in there with you? Hey, he's my cousin. Nothing to worry about. It'll only take a minute. Oh boy. Come along, Heart 5. As you wish. Get your hands up, or I'll drop you where you stand. Why am I not surprised? He has armed himself with a soup ladle. Run, or we will all be slaughtered. Frank, you knothead, what's gotten into you? It's me, Stinger. These days aren't what they seem. Prove it. Oh, I get it. Fine. Where shall I start? Okay, let's see. You enjoy fleece underwear, adorned with cuddly animal designs. Hey! You were married 3 times by the time you turned 27. Wife 1 convinced you to join a pagan, matriarchal, moon-worshipping cult. You finally left her. Wife 2, Marina, smiled too much. She was always humming a little song. She ran off with a traveling minstrel. What was his name? Vespear, that's it. Wife 3 was the daughter of a notorious leather tycoon. Now she was... Enough! Stinger, I'm so glad to see you. He's after me. You gotta help me. He? He as in... I don't know. He's making noises out there all night long around the house, whispering. What's he saying? He's taunting me, threatening me. He calls himself. Go on. Tom. A guy named Tom is after you. You already killed Tom. Accidentally. That's it. He's not a person. He tells me he's a god. That he can't be defeated. That he'll kill me. Yeah, well, he's been defeated. And I know he's telling me the truth. Stay away from him, whatever you do. An army couldn't kill him. Hey, this Tom is the one who killed Muggins. He makes the whole house stink like rotting flesh. Arg. Hang on, cousin. Take a deep breath. Relax. How about down your way? Is everything okay? How's Aunt Airy? Mom is dead, Brink. The whole house. It's gone. Wiped out when something attacked Port Lockpicking and the surrounding areas. First Dad croaks on one of his journeys, and now I lose Mom. Oh god, no. I'm so sorry. I didn't know, but I just had this feeling and, I know, look, there's nothing to say. At any rate, we've decided to make for Fort Kellis in order to get help. You want to come? No, I'm not going anywhere. And I think I've had all the joy I can stand for one day. You're all welcome to stay here. Rest up if you want. Thanks. You are a reader. I see a book. What? Oh yes, actually, I do read a lot. What is the matter? Everything's the matter. The world has gone crazy. Are you dense? No. The printed matter. What is the subject? Oh, that is what you meant? Sorry. Take a look for yourself if you want. We're a little on edge, Brink. Yeah. We'll take you up on your offer. We need a rest break. Sure. Party refresh through sleep. Save. Owl talons. It's like an equipment thing. All these projectile things, but I'm assuming we need a weapon that can use projectiles or something. Like, I don't know. These dirks and this chaos talons and what we have here? It's a book. Gone with the Storm by Maggie Steamwald. Those things. Too many words. Mabel stood on the edge of the cliff, her hair streaming out behind her, whipped by the raging storm. Waves crashed on the rocks far below, and the tang of the ocean assaulted her senses. Mabel had known pure love, but now she would embrace pure death. She had no choice. Mabel was ready. The fall of the rocks below would be far less painful, and the spiritual anguish she would have had to endure if she were to obey her father's commands. An edict, really, to become a oh-so-young wife of stodgy old Lord Abigail. Emmanuel Abigail, tight-fisted, gin blossom festoon beefcake, and heir to Abigail Manor. Wait, is it Abigail or is it Abagle? You have like two different. It's like one has the A, one doesn't. Yes, there's all end here. Just one tiny little step. To be continued. I hate cliffhanger endings. Get it? Because she's on the side of a cliff. This isn't the first time our world's been thrown to a dung heap, so to speak. Hey, you're not gonna go all sagey on me here, are you? I'm serious. Some of the old times, the prophecies, things are looking bad. Grew up with such stories too. Tales of an ancient evil. And those stories are a load of hot dung, of hog dung. You doubt the wisdom of prophecy. You don't believe in evil. Listen, my mom used to say that evil is just live backwards. Or live, I guess. There's no such thing as evil. It's all in how you look at it. How about the things in the woods there, buddy? I concur. Your logic, while optimistic, is flawed. Yeah, flawed? So is your hat, you wooden bunkin. Alright, let's agree to disagree on this, fair enough? Sure. Whatever. Feels so much better now. Men. A scrub pelt? Its valuable fur is often used to make a durable, warm winter clothing. Scrub. Miniature gadget to your build time piece. Correct to be within 3 seconds a month. Alright, that's it for this place. Oh, gag. I'm gonna puke. It's okay. This is shocking. No one thinks less of you. No, it's because I knew this guy. How can you tell? Trust me, his name is Jurs. He used to hunt and fish around these parts. Pretty tough, too. I'm sorry. He's a good guy. Taught me and my friends a lot about the forest. If I ever found out who did this, there will be death. Well, yes. We gotta keep going. We're sitting ducks around here. They keep talking as if they didn't already beat the guy. Alright, rest well, Jurs. Yep. Let me notice what I picked up there. A death sheet. We need more of those. Well, looks like that's it for this area, so let's go back upstairs here. So I don't know how the experience system works, because it sounds almost random on who gets the experience. I guess whoever gets the killing blow, maybe? You get a killing blow, you'll get more XP. And people who don't get the killing blow? I don't know. Kinda sucky if that's the case. Of course, whoever has the most damage is going to get more experience. Forest Sister is the constellation which is only seen in the wintertime and which is celebrated as a symbol of hope. It's not as gruesome as the kids who like just the remains of them are just ash. Can we go to the next screen? No. You know, it clearly looks like we should be able to just keep going this way because we hit the edge of the map. It's like, nope. You're not going that way. It's like a specific thing you can go through the border of the map. Interesting. Mag, the name the Ecorsians have given their son. He's seen as a deity that ignores the plight of the folks down in Arcos, going to sleep each night instead of guarding the dreams of the innocent. Interesting lore, at least, on the screens, on the maps. I've yet to get a double attack with the Windleaf. I'm not sure if she can get a double attack. It's definitely not easy if I can. New monster roar. Yeah, so you definitely get, so everybody gets like a baseline thing, and you get the killing blow, you get some extra ones. Looks like 16. I refuse to believe this is N-Clan. I spent my whole life here and I can barely recognize it. Debris all over the pathways, you can barely walk through here. The worst thing is the trees. All these beautiful key trees used to stand straight and tall. They look like bent candlesticks, completely dead. Mr. Nakar, is that you? It's me, Windleaf. Flat as a pancake. Both hands been crushed. Oh, I thought I was talking about Windleaf. My wife's around here, you know. In fact, you're standing on her. Get off my wife. Snap out of it. Look, I'm so sorry, Mr. Nakar. But you have to pull yourself together. You need to get out of here. But I've only just returned. I'll leave town for a few days and look what happens in the neighborhood. Honey, I'm home. Yoo-hoo, where are you? What's wrong with him? I don't know. It's like he's in a trance. He used to run the store in town. He was so kind to me, to all of us. I think he's gone a tad bonkers. Inaccurate, technically, but I concur. House cleaning is atrocious, like a bakery. Flour everywhere. For whatever reasons, this man is beyond our reach. We must make haste. This place is not healthy. Ether drops. It's definitely hard to see where you can and can't go on these pre-rendered backgrounds. Wasn't able to dodge that one. My house was over there, across the bridge. Got a great view out over the valley. Hope everyone is okay wherever they are. Amen. I see movement. Living beings. Survivors. Looks like a kid and an old lady. I recognize them. It's little Sonia and Mrs. Nakar. They look okay to me. That's not saying much these days, though. I understand. Still, we should check on them. Whatever. Keep your eyes peeled, though. Fresh bull raiser tracks around here. Affirmative. Hostile predator presence is extremely probable. Good thing we're well armored, huh? Let's go. Duck, 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 dead! You're it. Aren't you gonna play? The worms crawl in, the worms crawled out. Sing along. Ah, those children with their children games. So incorrigible. Hello, Windleaf. Thank the stars you're safe. I can't believe you both survived. When we saw your husband by the spa, he doesn't seem well. Nope, he's totally gone. As mad as a mud hen. But I'll keep him, so he's all I have left. I'm sorry for your loss, dear. Thank you. I guess I am not quite sure what to say, what to think. Well, we all have to go on, dear. It means you and your friends here, too. Lady has a point. Indeed. Wisdom in the face of adversity is admirable. Flatterers. You spoil me saying such things. I have to go, ma'am. Hope I see you again, though. Goodbye, dears. Travel safe. Man, yeah, the only way the controller vibrates a little every time you hit a wall, so you're pretty much just navigating around and looking for those little vibration bumps to know that you're actually smacking into something. Oh yeah, Shadow Madness with some pretty nasty combat system. Not a fan of the combat system so far. It's way too. It's like they took the active time battle system of Final Fantasy VII and made it worse. Okay, let's make it so you can never pause whenever you use any menus. People will love that. But definitely some interesting ideas though. This used to be Niamin, a famous health spa. Wealthy people used to come here and pay big money to have spa employees rub hot mud all over them. Then they'll hop in the mineral pool and wash it off. It's more like a cesspool now. Oops. Some real estate for sale. Real cheap. Interested? Saw. Gems. Oops. 4 free slots, and I'm assuming these nothing special things are just garbage to sell. But I've yet to find a shop, so... Maybe. Would be nice. All these things like these beans are 1 HP, like... I'm assuming most of these, like, low health things are just garbage, so... Hey, Dragon Soul. Well, the ending was kind of, it's kind of crap, but... I mean, I guess you can't expect much out of a mini-game that was part of, like, a bigger game like our guys. The final boss was kind of a bit of a surprise, considering there's a point where your main character, like the one you went to fight the boss, just dies instantly. Like, you have no chance. Like, you kill the boss and like you're suddenly dead. And then you gotta use your second character that I neglected all this time. So that was interesting, but other than that, level are we now? And leveling up is pretty slow. We've already defeated a boss, which gave us tons of experience, and we're still level 2. So leveling up is gonna be a slow process in this game. Oh yeah, the game was fun. I gave it a 4. It was relatively short, but again, it's a mini game. So like, considering, you know, the fact that it was a mini game and how fleshed out it was, like the actual, like the amount of like content, and I guess there'd be a lot of replayability with the hard mode of that if I decided to keep playing it, kind of thing. It feels like a really nice add-on, anyways, to Urgai. It's probably better than the actual main game itself, which didn't really interest me at all to play. Yeah, there's some interesting ideas, but remains to be seen how the game's going to continue. Couldn't touch that encounter. Let's play this one a lot. Hey, so far, like I said, it looks like it's got some interesting idea, but I'm definitely not a fan of the combat. Just like, if you want to use magic and items in combat, the fact that you can't even like pause the combat like in your standard active time battle system that you get in Final Fantasy, it kind of makes it really hard to use spells and items. Characters are sometimes rest on the ground when they got hit, if that's what you mean. Got knocked on their ass, kind of thing. Didn't dodge in time. A lot of dudes. Oh, cool. Gotta love the summons. See, Final Fantasy VII didn't have FMV summons. There's a lot more experience here, anyways. Yeah, I'll probably get used to it, but I'm still not a fan of not being able to pause at all during combat. Choose your spells and items. Like, I don't mind the other, like, it not pausing when you're not choosing your spells and items, but and I found it really hard to, you know, during the boss fight when I was trying to use my revive items, trying to figure out which character was selected because the camera was angled in a way that both characters are in line, and trying to figure out which character the triangle was above was not easy because you can't turn the camera. So, warning marker, danger ahead. No, gotta get those quick cat naps between your attacks. That's normal. Stop missing. It's weird how we're suddenly doing like way more damage in this area than we did in the other area. Neither we didn't level up or get new weapons. I don't think we leveled up. Did we? Oh, I don't think we leveled up. Okay, now we leveled up. Huh. Gust, Python, and Soothe All. Of course, the spells aren't going to be sorted anyway, so... Another annoyance so far is you can't sort equipment and items and stuff like that. Yeah, so it just like dumps everything to the top, so... It's gonna make casting a lot more of a pain in the ass. Enemies with Blast of Wind. Rockra. Where'd that dude go? Dragon Soul, you have a great night. I'm not gonna be on much longer myself. Well, except during that last boss fight. That Red Tom fight kind of, he's like one-shotting my dudes with his magic spell. I was trying to like revive my guy, but trying to pick the right guy, and of course I miss, because of course it's hard to figure out which one triangle's pointing on. Like I was just able to beat him at the end without like losing anybody, or without running out of resurrection items. But of course that was a boss fight. This is not the way to Barley Grove. Yeah, so what? We had an agreement. We would go to meet with Barley Grove. Barley Grove lies to the southeast, not through this cave. Don't worry, Heart 5, we're not backing out on our word. Are we, Stinger? No, of course not. I'd love to go to Barley Grove. I'm dying to go to Barley Grove. Next stop, Barley Grove. Is there a map in the manual? And I just realized manual's like full color. I mean, pulled out the manual because, I mean, it doesn't seem like the kind of game that really needs the manual. Man, Windleaf in the manual was, she's quite thick. And yeah, she is not wearing pants. Not much of anything else, really. He's 17, apparently. Got some weird magician who's just a floating head. He's 554 years old. Jirina. Yeah, Red Tom was kind of scary. Kind of ran into him and was like, oh, we got something badass armor and stuff afterwards. Battle mode. Special attacks. Shouldn't to a primary weapon. Each area has a special attack method. In order to use special attack target, you must be in range. How do I use special attack? I wonder when we can use that special attack. Magic. And boost Stinger and Harv's hand-to-hand damage by using the special Twitch attack. Okay, so it's only Stinger and Harv. Alright, so there's no point in trying it with Windleaf's bow. That's why I never seen it actually double damage. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's... Oh, there's the map. Barley Grove is over there, there's Forest Grove over there, Rockra, Catman. This map isn't that big. Oh, there's another map. This is Arcos, but there's also Wildern. There's gonna be a sub. You're gonna control a sub at some point. Gadgeteer simulators. Some interesting stuff. Catapult. Seems like there's a lot of weird mini games in here. Interesting. Alright, for anybody, let's check out the manual as well. As usual, a OCR them, so you can peruse them at your leisure. Ancient petroglyph, best seen at a distance from above. This is where we need to go. To explore the rest of the map first. Ancient site of ritual slaughter and human sacrifices. At least this game isn't rated E. This one's rated T, so have at her. All these human sacrifices and dead children and desiccated corpses. Rutabaga too. I love how Windleaf gets all the XP there. Stinger did like 90% of the damage. She gets the killing blow, so she gets the lion's share of the experience. Gracious, is that a wooden farmer from Barley Grove? Only a family as snooty as the Malmots would have money to throw away on a contraption like that. Made it all growing rope fiber, go figure. Farmer Malmot has perished. His fields lie raised. There has been death. Oh my. Haven't you been seeing a lot of upset people fleeing through here? Now that you mention it, there's been a few strangers about recently. Had to chase them off with an axe. I thought they were here to rob us, I did. Of course, ever since Arlene turned 16, there's been more traffic in these parts. Still, something strange is happening lately. Oh, and... Go on. Well, who was that guy who walked into the farm here this morning and fell down deader than a doornail? Looked like he lit himself on fire. He'd been mumbling something about magic. Maybe he was a circus man or something. Never up to any good, that sort. Jedro had to take him off and bury him somewhere. So what is going on, kids? Our homes, they were all attacked. Barley Grove, Inclan, even Port Lochan. We were hoping to get aid from the militia. Gracious me, all them towns attacked. You'd better tell my husband about this. At once. All right, ma'am. He's one of those, like, those birds that just dip their beaks in the water there. Keeps going forever. Godfrey Daniels, where the dickens did you come from? Nice to meet you too. Oh, sort of lost my manners there. Ain't seen many of them gadgeteer things in my life. Just bear with me here. Take all the time you need. Say, that thing'd be pretty handy around here. What you want for it? Well, make me an offer. Stinger. Relax, I'm just kidding. R5 isn't for sale. Suit yourself, honey. We're here to warn you. You've got to get out of here immediately. You're in grave danger. Look, I done paid my taxes. I vote during every election, and I attend church on Sundays. Ain't no one gonna mess up my life. There's nothing to do with taxes, or voting, or a religion. Well, I don't get it then. Something like a shadow, a dark wind. I wiped out Port Locken, and everything between here and the coast. Put down the pipe, son. Ain't no shadow I ever seen that could do that. Yeah. Now he's a robot, he doesn't give a damn. Ah, that was just a figure of speech. Trust us, there's something very wrong here. Your farm could be next. There will be death. Godfrey Daniels, listen to that thing. Making my skin crawl. Hardly amazing. Well, if there's any shadowy critter comes sniffing around my house, I'll bury my axe in its head. If I were you, I'd think about leaving. We're going to hook up with the militia ourselves. Well, if this thing's as mean as you say, what good will fortress walls do to me? Thanks for that thought, but I'll be staying here protecting what's mine. Up to you. Back to my wife over there. We don't have much, but we can spare you some supplies. Thank you, Cecil. Don't mention it. Sure you won't sell the harvester? Yes, for sure. I wouldn't feel good selling you something that's defective. This would be a humor. I laugh. Relax, Heart 5. Come on, gang, let's go. Stop staring at me. Howdy, kids. What can I do for you? Well, we've got some bad news. Yeah? The bog weevil's back? Hate them damn things. It's worse than that. Our towns have all been attacked. We're gonna get help from the militia. If I were you, I'd pack up and come along with us. Why ain't that just dandy? Unfortunately, you ain't me. Never heard so much nonsense in my life. Sorry, you don't understand. My hometown is in ruins. One from hell crushed Port Locken. All of it. Houses, ships, everything. There has been death. Animals I've never seen roam the forest, attacking on sight. They are vicious. They do not fear men. Well now, why did anyone want to go blow up the whole darn world? How should we know? Look, mister. No, I'm thinking you're up to something. You're just funning me, aren't you? Some sort of dare. All you need to do is take one look at Locken, and you'll see what we mean. We're in clan. Can't say I ever left the farm. Wouldn't want to do that now either. Got nowhere to go anyway. But now you've had your fun. Now run along. I got chores to tend to. Sir, please. That's Jedro, missy. Jedro, you gotta do something or everyone here is gonna die. Missy, I've had just about enough of this. Get on out of here and take your friends with you, especially that there spittoon with eyeballs. I am a harvester, Mark 5. Please make note of this. Oh, for Kirk's sake, it would be hard to kill anyone this stupid. I heard that, you gutter snipe. Now get! That was brainy. Now what are we gonna do? I don't know if there is anything we can do. We warned him. He didn't believe us. That's that. I concur. Hope you two can sleep at night. I don't think I'll ever be able to sleep again. Sleep is for dreamers. Oh, come on, you two. Yeah, I know, right? I had enough of your lip. Now scram! Wipe your feet. Well, hello. Good gods on high, what's your name? Goodness has nothing to do with it, honey. As long as you're asking, I'm Marlene. Pleased to meet you. Stinger. Yoo-hoo. Oh yeah, this is Windleaf, and that's Hard 5. Oh, you're that robot from Marley Grove, right? My, what a manly thing you are. I'm a fully automated harvester robot. I'm quite unlike any man you may know. I bet, sugar. And you, Windleaf, must be from N-Clan. Well, used to be N-Clan. And you, I smell the sea on your clothes. You must be from Lockin. I do so love a sailor. Yeah, I used to be from there. Excuse me, honey. Or Lockin, it's been smashed. What could destroy an entire town? Something unnatural attacked. Can't describe it. Everything just fell apart. N-Clan was hit the same way. We've got to get out of here. Well, lucky for us, we're all just fine. You're in danger, miss. There will be death. It's Hard 5's favorite phrase, isn't there? There will be death. Hey, Madrina. Good morning to you. Eek, stop it. That thing's scaring me. It's scaring the dickens out of me. Oh, don't pay any attention to Hard 5. He's about as subtle as the sledgehammer. Anyway, these parts aren't exactly safe anymore. We're going to try and get help from the militia. How brave of you. Wish I could go with you, but I ain't allowed off the farm. I was pretty specific about that. You should talk to your father. Try and convince him. I'll talk to the others, but we're pretty set in our ways around here. For your sake, I hope they listen. Well, ain't that sweet. You should probably talk to Pa and Cecil before you go. We will. Good luck, Arlene. Thank you, honey. Now take care now. I'll try to send someone back to check on you. Fine, so long as it's you, sugar. Nothing heading back here. Perfume. Hello. Hi, I'm Windleaf. This is Hard 5, and that's Stinger. My, what strange names you have. So unusual and colorful. My name's Ara. Hi, Ara. Salutations. Huh? Alright, you're gonna have to get your family and leave this place. Something awful is happening. People are dying. Towns are being destroyed. Gracious me. Let's speak to Pa about this. Where's Pa? He's right outside. You can't miss him. Older fella. Kinda cranky. Big scab on his forehead. That'd be my Jedra, alright. We've, already spoken with him, Ara. Charming fellow. Shh. He importuned us to leave, madam. Shucks, I ain't no madam. Anyway, Pa will take care of us if something goes wrong. Don't you worry now. We'll be alright. Couple of peas in a pod. Well, thank you, Ara. Come on, guys. Take care now. Say. Look like I might worn out. I should take some of these things here. Mix them myself. Thanks. There. Made sure to wipe her feet. Husband said something about supplies. Stinger, that's rude. Go easy on the young fella. I heard your talk with Cecil. Yes, well, sounds like you kids are in a bit of a rush. That's alright, here you are. Green cod, barley fizz. Thanks, ma'am. Sorry if I sounded rude. Oh, don't fret. Thank you. You're welcome, dear. Take care of your gizmo there. It'd be a pretty penny to replace. Goodbye. We have one free slot. Still haven't found a shop. It'd be nice to try to sell some of these nothing special items before I start dumping them, because we're out of inventory space. You ever killed anything? What do you ask? You have weapons. Relax, Squirt. We're just travelers. Travelers, huh? Shucks. I killed me a snake the other day. I did. You gotta love this kid. My father's gonna make me boots out of the hide and a necklace out of the fangs. Cute. Jedra says Gadgeteer stuff is hosed. It says it's all evil and stuff. Jedro is misinformed. Still, he may be onto something. Alright, enough. It was nice to meet you, young man. Yep. Picked up a hoe. Where are we? Oh, right there. Strangers is my home, eh? Sorry, old timer. You gotta get out of here. Something evil's on the loose. Your farm is next in line to be demolished. Dear me, evil's afoot, you say? Why, hoping he likes beans. Beans? Sure, I'd hate to serve up an unpopular dish when evil comes a-calling. Beans. Right, good idea. Why, thank you kindly, strangers. Be seeing ya. On your way now. Beans to make, evil to feed. Yep. It likes his beans. Gotta tend to my beans. Never know when evil come a-calling. Best to meet your maker on a full stomach. Mumble, mutter, beans, mumble. Someday I'll be as big as you and way cooler. New Ouroboros, mythical creature that spends its life trying to divide its own tail. This is unexpected. Devastation. Little remains. Just like Locken. Blasted to hell and back. Fortress. I can hardly believe this. I hear voices. We are not alone. There are survivors. Yeah, survivors. Or worse. Right. Here's a question. Yes? Now what are we going to do? This place is a crater. I say we go to Carleon. Carillon? It's a long way yet to walk, you know. Distance is considerable, but our alternatives are few. Yeah, what Haybrain said. We really don't have a choice here, Windleaf. Carillon. My people were forbidden to go there. Too much sin and evil, my father would say. Ah, my kind of town. It's been a while, too. Hope the constables haven't forgotten about my last visit. Oh dear. Carolina it is. See if there's any survivors, and get moving. Pardon me. Will you spare some key nuts for a fellow Arcosian down in his luck? Sure. Thanks, I'll never forget this. Hope I can return the favor someday. Bye. Zero free slots. Let's see what happens if we have no room for something and try to pick up something. Yeah, no room for fused glass. Okay, so it stays on the ground. It's good to know. Problem is, I don't know if these things would be useful or if it's just like, just really as garbage. I'm assuming we can sell it at some point, but there's no access to any sort of store at this point, so wherever we find these nothing special things, I guess we can try to drop them. Fused glass doesn't sound that useful either, but yeah, nothing special. Grenade. Oops. Charred human or animal remains. Far Grove Schoolhouse. Guard scythe sounds like a weapon. Ordnance carriage? Oh. We got trashed, man. Slapped us down like we were made of straw. The entire regiment. Poor Kellis. Gone. Turg himself couldn't have withstood that kind of a pounding. Hopeless. Demon. Evil. Oh. French. The wrench disappeared. This was garbage. We'll get to that one. Side? Yeah. Just dusting my living room yesterday. Today my living room is just dust. What a difference a day makes. My family's coming back. You see, they'll be back. I just have to wait here for them. Almost sounds like boss music in terms of the style of music. It sounds like hurried, like, oh man, you're in trouble kind of music. We have a weak monster. How much gold do we have? 700. Yeah, gold doesn't seem to be much of a concern. Well, I don't know. Maybe it will be once we actually need to use it. I get to see a shop, so. Alright, I'm gonna save here, and then I am gonna be calling it there for tonight. Definitely had a nice long night. Sucks kind of close to the last slot every time we save. We made some pretty good progress. We finished our guys and started this game. So far, it's not terrible, but there's a couple annoyances, obviously. But overall, I guess it's going to be it's definitely playable at least. So we'll see how it goes next time. So tomorrow I should be back on again, probably around maybe around 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern. We can keep going through this game. In the meantime, though, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed Taste of Shadow Madness. Stop the timer here. And the end of Guys. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow for some more Shadow Madness goodness. So have a great night, guys, and yeah, playable. Yeah, so far it's like, I don't know, probably 2-3 stars. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it'll get better. All right, have a great night, guys. See you all next time.